My baby called me video call, yeah. So
Lovely viewers, today's story has left the entire entertainment world buzzing, and fans across the globe can't stop talking about it. Yes, we're diving deep into the shocking and emotional reactions surrounding Song Joong-ki after hearing the news about Song Hye Kyo's pregnancy. The revelation has sent waves through both Korean and international fan communities, and what's even more astonishing is Song Joong-ki's unexpected reaction, one that no one, absolutely no one, saw coming. Now, for those who have followed the beautiful yet complicated story between Song Joong-ki and Song Hye Kyo, you'll remember how their relationship started like a fairy tale. From their undeniable chemistry in Descendants of the Sun to their whirlwind romance and star-studded wedding, fans believed their love story would last forever. But then, as fate would have it, things took a turn, and the couple went their separate ways, leaving fans heartbroken and confused. However, what's unfolding now has reopened emotions that many thought had long been buried. When news broke out that Song Hye Kyo is pregnant, the internet literally froze. Fans couldn't believe it. After years of silence and heartbreak, to hear that she was expecting sent social media into a frenzy. Her fans flooded online forums, asking one burning question: how would Song Joong-ki react? Would he stay silent, or would he finally speak up? Well, when he did, the world stopped for a moment. His reaction wasn't what anyone anticipated. According to people close to the actor, Song Joong-ki was reportedly taken aback when he first heard the news. Insiders revealed that the actor was on set filming a new project when a member of his team quietly shared the news with him. He froze for a few seconds, his expression unreadable, and then, to everyone's surprise, he smiled faintly and whispered something like, "She'll be a great mother." It was a simple sentence, but it spoke volumes. It carried years of emotion, unspoken memories, and maybe even a trace of bittersweet acceptance. Fans who have followed Song Joong-ki's journey know how private and composed he usually is. He rarely reacts to gossip or public speculation. So when someone as calm and private as him allows emotion to surface, it means something much deeper. Some believe that despite their past, Song Joong-ki still holds a soft spot for Song Hye Kyo. After all, they shared not just fame and career success together, but also a chapter of their lives that touched millions of hearts. But here's where things get even more interesting. A source close to both stars claimed that Song Joong-ki's management initially advised him to stay quiet and not make any statement regarding Song Hye Kyo's personal life. However, he allegedly told them he didn't want to pretend not to care. That statement alone has reignited speculation that perhaps Song Joong-ki's heart never fully moved on. Fans began to connect dots, from his cryptic social media posts to his emotional interviews where he spoke vaguely about regrets and the beauty of timing. Meanwhile, when asked about her pregnancy, Song Hye Kyo appeared calm and radiant. Though she didn't directly address Song Joong-ki, fans noticed her tone was unusually emotional when she said, "Every new beginning brings its own kind of peace." That line alone sparked widespread discussions. Was she subtly referring to healing from the past? Was this her way of saying she's finally found happiness after years of public scrutiny? But what truly shocked everyone was what came next. Just days after the news broke, Song Joong-ki was spotted by fans at a quiet cafe in Seoul. He appeared deep in thought, staring out the window for several minutes before smiling softly. When a fan approached him and asked about the pregnancy rumors surrounding his ex-wife, he simply said, "I only wish her happiness. She deserves that." That one statement melted hearts around the world. Fans flooded Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, calling him the epitome of grace. And yet, behind that calm reaction, many couldn't help but wonder, was there pain behind his smile? Those who have experienced heartbreak can relate. It's that mix of love, nostalgia, and acceptance. Some fans even said they felt he was silently expressing everything he couldn't put into words. Pride for her, sadness for what could have been, and gratitude for the time they once shared. Interestingly, Some insiders close to Song Hye Kyo revealed that she too was emotionally moved when she learned about Song Joong Ki's response. Though she didn't say much, a friend hinted that she was quietly thankful that he reacted with kindness rather than bitterness. That small detail added an emotional depth to the story, showing that maybe, just maybe, time has softened both their hearts. And if that wasn't enough to keep fans emotional, another layer was added when eagle-eyed followers noticed that Song Joong Ki liked a fan post celebrating Song Hye Kyo's upcoming motherhood. Though he quickly unliked it afterward, screenshots spread like wildfire, proving that even in silence, his heart might still be paying attention. Fans took this as a sign of respect and maturity, that he could acknowledge her happiness, even if it wasn't with him. What makes all of this even more emotional is the history between them. Their love story, once a national treasure, became a painful memory. But seeing Song Joong Ki handle the pregnancy news with such composure and grace reminded everyone why they fell in love with him in the first place. Some fans even admitted that his response made them cry, saying things like, "You can tell he still cares," and "That's real love, wishing someone well, even when you're not part of their story anymore." As the news continues to trend, both stars have maintained their professionalism, focusing on their respective careers. Song Joong Ki has been deeply immersed in his upcoming film, while Song Hye Kyo has been glowing in recent public appearances, with fans describing her as radiant, peaceful, and fulfilled. Still, their intertwined history ensures that no matter how far apart their lives drift, one name will always remind fans of the other. One touching moment came during a recent interview when Song Joong Ki was asked about fatherhood. Without mentioning anyone by name, he replied, "Being a parent changes everything. It's a beautiful responsibility." That statement set social media ablaze, as fans believed he was subtly referencing the news about Song Hye Kyo. Whether intentional or not, the comment once again proved that there's an unspoken emotional connection that continues to linger between them. And it's not just the fans who are emotional. Fellow celebrities who know both stars have shared their reactions too. One close friend of Song Joong Ki revealed, "He was shocked, yes, but also happy. He told us that it's nice to see her moving forward. He said he'll always wish her the best." Another insider added, "He's a very thoughtful man. Even if it hurts a little, he chooses kindness first." Those words have only deepened fans' respect for him. Meanwhile, the public is already creating endless fan theories. Some believe that this moment might rekindle communication between the two. Others think this is the final chapter of their emotional story, a moment of closure wrapped in mutual respect. But whichever it is, one thing's clear. Their bond has left a mark that time simply can't erase. For years, the Song couple symbolized love, hope, and heartbreak all at once. Their fans, who once mourned their separation, are now finding peace watching both stars grow in their own ways. It's as though life has brought them full circle. Two people who once shared everything now finding happiness in different forms, yet still wishing each other well. And let's not ignore the emotions that viewers themselves feel. It's hard not to get teary-eyed seeing Song Joong Ki's maturity and grace. His reaction has reminded fans that love doesn't always end with togetherness. Sometimes, love is simply wishing someone the best, even when they're walking a different path. It's that quiet, powerful kind of love that doesn't need grand gestures or words, just understanding. As the world watches Song Hye Kyo step into this new chapter of her life, fans can't help but hope that Song Joong Ki finds his own kind of happiness too. Maybe one day, they'll both look back with fondness instead of sadness, knowing that their story, though complicated, touched millions and taught everyone a lesson about love, loss, and grace. So, lovely viewers, what do you think of Song Joong Ki's reaction? Was it heartbreak, acceptance, or a quiet blessing from afar? Whatever it was, one thing is certain. It shocked everyone in the most beautiful way possible. It reminded the world that sometimes, the greatest proof of love is letting go with kindness. In the days following his heartfelt reaction, the public's curiosity about Song Joong Ki's emotional state intensified. Many wondered if he ever reached out privately to Song Hye Kyo after the news broke. While neither side has confirmed such contact, insiders hinted that there may have been a subtle, respectful exchange. Not of words, but of gestures. One source claimed that a bouquet of soft white flowers was quietly sent to someone close to Song Hye Kyo around the same time that the news of her pregnancy was made public. No note, no signature, just pure simplicity. Fans instantly speculated that it might have come from Song Joong. Though unconfirmed, the thought alone warmed hearts across the world. Meanwhile, Song Hye Kyo's demeanor in public has continued to mesmerize her fans. She's been glowing, not just because of her pregnancy, but because there's a calmness about her that feels new, peaceful, and deeply content. During a recent charity event, she was asked how she's handling life's recent changes, and her response melted everyone's hearts. She said softly, "When something beautiful grows inside you, it reminds you that every ending brings a new beginning." Those words carried such grace, and perhaps a quiet message of gratitude for all the lessons that love, even lost love, has taught her. For Song Joong, his journey since then has been equally emotional, though expressed in a quieter way. Close friends have described him as thoughtful and introspective in recent weeks. He's reportedly spending more time with family, staying off social media, and focusing on his craft. Yet, people around him notice subtle moments, like when he smiles at mentions of descendants of the sun, or when he looks distant while discussing themes of love and time in interviews. It's almost as if he's processing everything: the joy, the nostalgia, and the quiet ache of realizing that life has moved on, even if memories still linger. There was a particularly touching moment during a behind-the-scenes video from one of his new projects. In it, a crew member casually asked if he believes in destiny. Song Joong paused, looked thoughtful for a long moment and replied, "Maybe destiny isn't about staying together forever. Maybe it's about meeting the right person at the right time to change your heart." Fans who watched that clip were moved beyond words. They believed he was speaking from the heart, perhaps reflecting on his chapter with Song Hye Kyo, one that shaped him into the man he is today. As this story continues to unfold, many have noticed a new level of empathy among fans. Instead of taking sides, people now seem to be celebrating both Song Hye Kyo's happiness and Song Joong-ki's maturity. It's a refreshing change, a sign that even the fans have grown alongside their favorite stars. Comments like, "I just want both of them to be happy," and "Time heals everything and they've both proven it," are now flooding every post that mentions their names. It's as though the fandom that once cried over their breakup has found closure through this moment of mutual respect and emotional healing. Yet, there's something undeniably poetic about the way fate seems to keep weaving their stories together. Not through romance, but through moments that remind the world of what they once shared. A few weeks after the pregnancy news broke, fans noticed something strange. Both Song Hye Kyo and Song Joong were seen wearing nearly identical silver bracelets in separate public appearances. While it could have been pure coincidence, the fans didn't think so. To them, it was a symbolic sign, a quiet echo of connection that refuses to fade entirely. Lovely viewers, you can almost feel the energy of their shared history in the air. It's as though the universe itself keeps nudging them back into each other's orbit, not for drama or rekindled romance, but for a shared sense of peace, the kind that only two souls who have deeply loved and lost can understand. Sometimes that's all love ever asks for. Understanding, not possession. And as Song Hye Kyo's pregnancy journey continues, she's been surrounded by love and support not just from her family and close friends, but from fans who have stood by her through every phase of her career. They've showered her with gifts, handwritten letters, and heartfelt messages. But what touched fans most deeply was when she shared a message during a recent fan event saying, "Every blessing in my life feels like a reminder that love doesn't end, it transforms." Many took that as a quiet nod to her past with Song Joong, acknowledging that while that chapter is closed, the love that once existed still lives on in a different, more peaceful form. For Song Joong, meanwhile, life continues to surprise. A director who recently worked with him mentioned that he's been more emotional and reflective than ever. During filming breaks, he often sits quietly, sometimes journaling or sketching little drawings in his notebook. When asked about it, he reportedly said, "I write when I feel something I can't say out loud." That statement has once again left fans wondering if those silent words are connected to the emotions stirred by Song Hye Kyo's recent news. And yet, there's a sense of acceptance in him now. He's not bitter. He's not nostalgic in a painful way. He seems genuinely at peace, like someone who has finally made peace with his past, ready to embrace whatever the future holds. Some fans have even suggested that Song Hye Kyo's pregnancy news might have helped him find closure, not through confrontation, but through understanding that life has its own rhythm and purpose. Even entertainment journalists have noticed how the tone of both stars' public images has shifted. The media, which once thrived on pitting them against each other, now seems more reverent, treating them with the respect that only time and maturity can earn. It's as if the world collectively decided that their story, once filled with heartbreak, has now evolved into something far more meaningful, a tale of growth, grace, and resilience. Lovely viewers, one of the most moving things to witness through this journey is how their fans have grown emotionally as well. The same people who once cried over their breakup now smile at their individual successes, proud of the fact that their favorite stars have both found their footing again. It's a rare kind of evolution, one where love stories no longer end in bitterness, but in silent blessings. Imagine this for a moment. Somewhere out there, maybe late at night, Song Joong-ki sees a photo of Song Hye Kyo smiling, her hand gently resting on her growing belly, and he feels nothing but warmth. Not pain, not regret, just quiet happiness that someone he once loved is finally at peace. And perhaps on the other side of that same night, Song Hye Kyo looks up at the moon and whispers a soft thank you, not just for the life growing inside her, but for every soul who once helped her become the woman she is today. Life has a way of coming full circle, doesn't it? The tears of the past often water the gardens of our future. And for Song Joong-ki and Song Hye Kyo, their intertwined story is proof that love doesn't have to last forever to be real. Sometimes, love's greatest lesson is letting go and wishing the other person well, even when your paths diverge.